The latest release in the Fenn line is the Fennix Wahoo. It is an impressive ski. It is designed with a 0.5 centimeter wider seat and with increased leg length adjustment, making it especially accommodating for taller paddlers. It has all-round better comfort whilst not taking away any of its elite performance capabilities. Performance-wise, this boat will suit the experienced, intermediate to advanced paddler. It lies between the Spearfish and the Elite S. It delivers a solid all-round performance. The ski's reduced rocker provides a more stable platform that can handle a variety of water conditions, making it a reliable all-round performance ski. It is quick on the downward, and the ski cuts through the swell while maintaining agility and speed. Dimensions: the Wahoo, the length of the ski is 6.38 meters. The width of the ski 43.5 centimeters. And the seat width is 39.3 centimeters. If you compare that to the Elite S, the length on the Elite S is 6.44 meters, the width 43 centimeters, and the seat width 38.5 centimeters. So a wider seat, approximately 0.5 centimeter wider, which will accommodate wider paddlers, but can also provide a lot more rotation. The construction layout comes in a hybrid and a carbon model. The hybrid is vacuum bagged fiberglass and carbon with epoxy resin, where the Elite layout, which is the carbon, is vacuum bagged carbon with epoxy resin. Recommendation is keep the standard Fenn rudder on it. Do not replace it with the elliptical surf rudder. If you want to maintain your stability, the bigger rudder will obviously push you out the boat. If you keep the standard Fenn rudder that's provided with the ski on purchase, that will be a much better option. The rear seat tapers away and puts no pressure on your lower back. So they've readjusted the seats on the new Fenix models, on the Spearfish and the Wahoo, so there's no pressure on your lower back. There's a ridgeline that runs back to the back of the seat. Just forward of the back of the seat, and that ridgeline can rub against you a bit. I've actually put a 3mm butt pad in the seat, and that lifts you up just sufficiently so there's no rub whatsoever, but that will come down to personal choice. The lower volume of the nose makes it more agile and easier to turn. The Wahoo has less rocker compared to the Elite S. It holds its line better. It's more stable, and it will be a lot quicker on the flat water. I would highly recommend putting on a kelp weed guard, which will protect your rudder, especially in places where there's a lot of kelp. You don't want your rudder to get damaged, especially if you're on a very fast run and you run your rudder across some kelp. It will protect it, and also you won't get weed caught into your rudder, so it will prevent any accumulation of weed as you're paddling along. So that's also a very good feature to have on your ski. If you're planning on surfing some big runs, I always recommend putting on a good wave deflector on the front that will prevent you from getting swamped. This ski has a very low volume nose, so water can easily run in from the front and into your bucket, and to avoid getting swamped by water, it's always good to have a wave deflector on the front, and that will keep the bucket mostly dry. The Fenn Wahoo comes standard with the scuppers and the bullets, so that's the venturi that sucks the water out from the bottom of your bucket, and it drains quite quickly, and if you do get swamped by water, it will drain out the excess water quite rapidly. It's a low volume bucket, so there won't be a lot of water that will go into your bucket, so it will drain a lot quicker. Also, being a low volume bucket, it will be a little bit easier to remount. It's not a very deep bucket, so you'll drain the water a lot quicker. You'll be able to remount it quite easily as well. The Wahoo is an Elite ski. I find it maybe slightly more stable than the Elite S. Certainly a lot quicker on the flat water. It has less rocker, so maybe slightly less maneuverable, but when you steer it, you tend to steer it with a little bit of your weight, and you'll lean the boat a bit. It holds its line a lot easier, or a lot better, and that will definitely add to the stability. So a great ski, having slightly less rocker, I find it's a little bit more stable, slightly shorter than the Elite S, but still very, very similar in length. The rudder cap comes with a finger screw, so you can actually access the rudder cables quite easily. You can just open it up with your fingers and have a look and make sure the condition of your rudder is fine before you go for a long paddle. The fins all come standard with a leash attachment point, which is very handy. It's a very easy point to attach your leash, unlike some skis which can be quite finicky, quite small. Some points are actually on the footplate itself, which I find the leash gets wrapped around your feet and gets in the way. So in that position on the Fenn, it's in a perfect position. It can actually be out of your way, and when you remount your ski, you can get your leash all sorted out quite easily.
Overall, the Wahoo is an impressive boat. I had the opportunity to paddle it twice. Paddled it at the South African SURFSKI Single Championship, and it performed very well. We had a bit of a small bump on the day, but it accelerated almost effortlessly on all the runs. So the main features on the ski, it's very comfortable. It has a slightly wider seat that will accommodate taller and bigger paddlers. It has an aggressive seating position. You actually have this feeling of sitting above your feet, and so it enables great leg drive. So it's an all-round perfect ski. If you want to elevate your skills and move from an intermediate boat to an elite boat, this is the perfect boat to do that. I can't wait to replace my current elite ski in Dubai with a Wahoo, so really looking forward to that opportunity. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed the review on the Wahoo. If you do get out there and get an opportunity to paddle one of these skis, please share some of your comments and thoughts. I would really appreciate some of your feedback.